What's actually interesting about this is that Luffy has the same problem that writers have with Superman. He's so powerful. He's invulnerable. Offense and defense, he's powerful on both. Some of these superheroes are powerful on offense or they're powerful on defense. Like, for instance, say you can throw up shields that can protect people, but that's all you can do. So you're powerful on defense, right? Powerful on offense, Cyclops with the laser eyes, that doesn't really help with defense, but you can attack people. Superman is powerful on both. So you're powerful on both, and you're immortal, essentially. Now, Superman's not immortal per se. I think he lives a long time, but he can't die, right? And he has. But he's invulnerable, except for with a few exceptions, right? So the problem you have is like nobody believes in any fight that like he has any chance of losing. So like they don't know how to write him. So basically the best Superman stories they deal with the people around him being in danger. So there's the conflict. That's the tension. That's the jeopardy. Or it's an emotional battle. They try to get him through his emotions. And so that's kind of what the writers here are doing. And this is very early on, so who knows, right? But like, we'll probably see all kinds of challenges for Luffy, limitations, all kinds of things. Maybe I predict at some point during this 1,000 episodes he will lose his powers for a couple episodes. That'll be interesting. Just because that's what writers do in these situations. Smallville, he lost his powers every other week, right? So the hypnotism thing, I think, is a great way to get into that, right? Like, because he was kicking ass, he was stomping them out. They didn't have a chance. He was just by himself was going to clear the board, and so that was a good equalizer. Now I'm just annoyed with the whole trope itself, the whole thing itself, because like in the '80s they were obsessed with it. Just it's kind of like in the late '70s, early '80s. They were obsessed with sensory deprivation chambers. They thought if you went to a sensory deprivation chamber, you would actually alter states. Was about that. The movie Alter States. It would actually alter your DNA, or you would get psychic powers. George R. R. Martin was heavily influenced with this. That's why he had Bran basically be in a sensory deprivation chamber to give him psychic powers, right? So in that time period, people thought that thing would give you powers. We didn't understand it. Now we understand the science behind sensory deprivation chambers. You don't see that anymore. You don't see Friends was the last ones to do it, really, and even that now is 10 years ago. You just don't see like modern day science fiction and fantasy using a separate sensory deprivation chamber to give people powers. They may do something else. Atlanta even referenced that recently, actually. But they may do something else, but like they don't. The new writers, the under 30 writers don't even know what that is. They wouldn't even imagine trying to do that because that's not what we think these days. We know the science now. Same thing with hypnotism. We know the science now. Nobody's like enthralled with hypnotism or thinks you can do anything with hypnotism. But in the '80s, they did. So I was annoyed because it's an '80s trope, and it's just we just know better right now. But it's kind of like when you see somebody in a TV show talk about we only use 10% of our brain at a time, dumbass. We use our whole brain. We only use 10% of the time because we use 100% of the time, we'd go into shock and die. Right? The brain would fry. That's just not how brains work. But so when you hear somebody say that, the author's an idiot, and then you kind of disengage with the material, right? But like, so that's kind of what I was doing with that. Like, it was just making me, it's like, these people are just, it's archaic, it's old fashioned. But I started thinking about it between episodes. It's actually a decent plot device for an equalizer. Luffy's very powerful. There's only but so many ways you can equalize that power, and this was actually a pretty interesting way. Like, it's archaic, it's old fashioned, whatever, but it's better than I thought it was at the time. Because I like it because anything that you can do to limit his power and make the other characters understand it for themselves is a good thing, especially early on. So we know that these other characters don't just need Luffy to save them all the time; they can save themselves. We'll see if they can, but like so far, so good in that regard, right? All right, you know the drill. We're going on the first frame of the end of the credits. Very first frame. We're going on one. 3, 2, 1. They are wrecked. That ship ain't going anywhere, by the way. Oh, we're going this far back, really? One of the few annoying things about the show is just it's a genre convention, right? So but we don't necessarily need to go 2 minutes back every time. Yep, he got her. Looks like he got her just on one shoulder, but still. What you call it this time? Whoa. Back in action. These titles are kind of spoilers, man. I didn't need to know that. I wanted to be thinking there's a possibility he was going to be knocked out the whole episode. I'm going to stop looking at the titles. Oh, the little cat head's on his face down, man. It makes me a little sad. So is she knocked out just because she got cut in the shoulder? You better be scared. Look at this. Again, the cinematography, man. That is really good direction. Uh-oh. Yeah. The Black Cat Pirates it was always a stupid theme, so, what are you going to get? You hired the Black Cat Pirates, man. So you knew what you were getting. Yeah. Yeah. You sleeping hard as hell. Yeah, you're blaming me. But see, what I didn't factor in is that you're an idiot. Is your idiocy. Close enough. Tomato, tomato. Oh, you pissed him off now. What are you going to do? You're going to hypnotize him. Uh-oh. Yeah, yeah, we've been getting harder. We're not terrified, we promise. Yeah, what is your point? We can take you. He's about to wreck him, isn't he? That's right. See, this is why the guy shouldn't have intervened, man. He's about to wreck him. He's going to dispatch him with haste, isn't he? Don't make me go into my box. Yeah. You thought. Well, well, well. Man, he's got. Remember those two ghosts in the second Matrix movie? He's starting to give me that vibe. They're about to fall into 100 pieces. We're about to kill you. Man, look at it, man. He is dancing. The pussy foot maneuver. That's right. Pussy your foot. Man, he's about to wreck you. Yeah, maybe I should practice on you guys. Yeah, but only because of that one sword, though. If he had three, he would have taken them out. You can be silent as you want to. If we're looking at you, we can see you, man. So there's also some invisibility going on here. It's not just about being silent. See, if he's won in your heart, he's already won, right? 50% of the battle is you demoralize the enemy. Yep. So that's why the cat motif. That's why the cat motif. Yeah, so because he avoided cutting his eyeballs, that means he's really good at fighting. I see your logic there, sir. This isn't a spectator sport. Take care of business. Yeah, I really thought he was going to kill him. See, this is what you should have done in the first place to give them 5 minutes. That's all they needed, man. 5 minutes, I'll probably take us to the end of the episode, won't it? Let's see. We've got 15 minutes of screen time. That 15 minutes is going to take place over the next 5 minutes, right? In universe time. Yeah, we can do a lot in 5 minutes. I don't even think you can keep her from getting those swords. Let's see. Not anymore. Yeah. I like it when she's determined. Here we go. Like I said, he couldn't even keep her from giving him the swords. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm typically on his side, but now he's irritated that she gave him the swords. Like, come on, man. Like, he is just perpetually irritated at her. I've got one in my mouth. You're done. No, dude. This is a force multiplier. This is a force multiplier. You're out of your mind. Wrecked. Quick clock watching. Yeah, man. It just hits different, don't it? Yeah. There's a lot of originality on the show, but the idea of a three sword style, one in your teeth, is pretty original. I gotta say, unless some other anime did it before that, I don't know. Hey, man, you shouldn't have let her get the swords. Just saying. Now he's coming for that ass. If I was Zora, I'd just come after that dude, man. He's the one. Yeah, talk that shit. Talk that trash. Yeah, you made him happy. I would attack him right now. I'm not gonna just let him sit there and count down, man. It's annoying. You ain't slaughtering nothing. Why don't you keep your guts inside your body, if you can? You know, I'd feel a lot better about that dude if he didn't have the cat bell. Yeah, man, why you gotta fast shame him? Uh oh, he's hulking out. Yeah, hypnotism can turn you into the Incredible Hulk. I thought you knew. He's been working out. Yeah, you gonna do anything here, Nami? Like, she's done one thing, right? The back of my teeth. You only has 3 minutes and you already spent the first 30 seconds just screaming, right? This thing in the teeth cracks me up, man. I love it. Chomp. Yeah, she better run. Oh, she's waking him up. No? Oh, she is waking him up. Okay. For a second, I thought she's like, nope, I'm just going to run for the treasure. Yep, we're all just laying here. They're pretty wrecked, so wake up, man. He is obsessed with her, man. Why are you worried about what she's doing? You got bigger problems, buddy. Look, I get the stakes, right? If she wakes him up, that's game over. But he don't necessarily know that's what she's doing. Well, she just barely got there in time. Boy, if you count one more time, telling me I would have just attacked him. Screw these other guys. He's the problem, right? They may jump in because they don't like him either. Hey, fellas, let's take care of this real quick. Then we can hash it out between ourselves, This guy should have been minding his own business anyway. Well, been nice having my skull in place. Yeah, I was going to, asshole. Yeah. I don't know what she's talking about. I assume it's a device of some sort. Yeah. You big mad. So wait, so he sits up and gets a face full of whatever that the what is that thing anyway, right? I guess that's what she said it was, a chakram or whatever. Probably both. My head hurts. See, he's mad now, right? He's about to Hulk out. Speaking of hulking out, all this for a drop of blood. Just get up and take care of business. She better grovel, by the way. She's out of here. He hurt at my shoulder. I don't know. You smell like blood. I mean, she's done more than we've seen her do most of the time. Goodbye, cruel beach. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe. Yeah, yeah. No, no crap. They better run. I don't know what that word means, but I assume it's a slur, a really, really filthy slur. Hey, he means business this time, man. Look at it. You won't hypnotize me again. He threw it away. That's probably why they had him throw it away and him destroy it. So the whole hypnotism thing. This is why I said just jump him, man. You should have jumped him in the first place. He's nice with those Wolverine blades, but something about him he just doesn't intimidate me. Although he's a more serious villain, which I appreciate on this show. Yeah, what's that? What's that all about? He's got a Jesus thing going on here. This is really bad timing. Maybe she's going to distract him. She picked a really bad time to show up. Yeah, he was trying to wreck her, man. He'll go for her first. His blades are just so impractically large, man. Like, I felt that way about Lust, too. Hers are a little long, but I think she could retract them and she could adjust the size of them on the fly, right? His don't seem like you can do that. Oh, well, I didn't really like this mortal coil anyway. Yeah, that's we're all wondering that actually. There's something I think another reason why I'm connected with her, unlike everybody else, is her animation is different. You see that? He's got the ridiculous nose. Her animation is very traditional. She actually looks like a human being. Most of the people in the show do not look human. There's some kind of alien human hybrid, right? Like he looks human, but Yeah, Nami does. I guess Zoro does. But you know what I'm saying though. A lot of them don't. Like the pirate ship captain doesn't. Luffy doesn't. He's got a very distinctive look, right? Yeah. You're an a hole. Cuss him out. What does this change the narrative for these people? Like they were hired to do a job. Who cares why, right? Oh, okay. Now they know what they need to do, right? Okay, gotcha. I want your life too. I'm not. I can't leave right now and get your money. So write me a check. He's gonna kill her boyfriend. Yeah, exactly. That means you dead. Yeah, peace. I want you in pieces for my peace of mind. Uh huh. What are you talking about? She's good to back up though. Shoot him. She's pulling out a gun, ain't she? Shoot him in the face. Kill them all. Yeah. What if I have a Glock though? That really is a gun, isn't it? Nah, man. She's standing up for herself. That's right. What if I have a 1900 Glock? This is a Glock in this time period. In the face. Right in the face. Between the eyes. How dare you? His faux outrage gives me strength. Her eyebrows are quivering. It's another one of those things that's just humanizes her, right? She will shoot you in the face. Trying to play my heartstrings. Bam, bam, bam. You can't manipulate me. Maybe you can manipulate her. That was a really good photo, man. Look at them. They're having fun as hell. That was a good joke he told. There once was a nun from. Never mind. Yeah, that's right. Pull these heartstrings. He was just talking about killing you. Why would you fall for this? She's young. You knew he was evil. Why didn't you fire? I don't know that would have worked anyway, but it's about the journey. She's not a killer. Even of bad people. Why I gotta be snot nose? Bet Upasan, whatever his name is going to use that gun and shoot that dude in the back of the head. I'm not advocating shoot people in the back, but there are exceptions. Look at him. He's bad now. Yeah, so Luffy, are you going to do it? He seems Luffy's more of an impatient person than you would think he would have done something by now. He's not really the world's most patient person, right? He's a boy of action. That's right. Shooting. You pull his emotional heartstrings. That's what I'm talking about. Ah, crap. He pulled out the pussycat. I like the music that goes with this. See, this is why she would never have worked. So here's the thing. Man, I wish I could pause. We don't have much left, do we? No, I'll talk about this in a second. Here we go. Finally. That's right. Give him that work. Give him that work. It's about time. We're going to see this again in a couple minutes with the next episode, because that's what they do, right? Knocked him the F out. You just got knocked the F out. That's why he waited, because he could settle this in an instant. Be talking trash, man. So, here's the thing. I think, and I fall in this trap too. A lot of times, we can get too caught up in results-based reasoning, right? Like, in other words, if I walk across the street with my eyes closed and I don't get hit by a car, then it's okay to walk across the street with your eyes closed. No, you didn't get hit by a car this time. You would every other time. Just because it worked doesn't mean it was the right thing to do, right? There's a word for that. And I even said there was a word for that recently. Somebody said in the comment what that word is, and now I don't remember it again. Like, the brain's a sieve, right? Yeah. But there is a word or a phrase that describes that, right? Her shooting at him was never going to work. But that's not the point. The point is her character. Is she a killer? Can she know she went through good times even if he didn't mean it and still kill this dude? No, she can't. She's not a killer. That tells you everything you need to know about her character. It's about her character. It has nothing to do with the end result of defeating him. He's going to be defeated when Luffy hits him, right? So she's not somebody. I don't know if she was ever going to shoot him, but then he's emotionally connected with her. Like, remember all the good times we had, and then she definitely wasn't going to shoot him. But then he tells her, like, this is all fake. That's a life lesson for her. Just because somebody pretends to be your friend doesn't make them a friend. Just because somebody is friendly doesn't mean they are your friend. Just because somebody purports to support you, they may be giving you intentionally bad advice on purpose to sabotage you, and because they have a friendly face, and you'll never see it coming, right? That's the kind of world we live in. So this is a life lesson for her in that regard. But so it's not about the end result of defeating the man. The man will be defeated. The question was in that moment, is she the kind of person that can remember the good times with him and still shoot him in the face? No, she isn't. That's the only point. And I get frustrated. I get caught up in a moment. I just want him to be defeated. I'm not thinking about this as actually this. That's not the question or answer in here. The question or answer in here is she the kind of person who can do this? And then we got our answer. Now, Upsilon or whatever his name is, he's the kind of person that will fire the weapon to protect somebody he loves. That motive I can get behind. I would definitely hurt somebody to protect somebody I loved, right? Like, so he will do it. The answer to his question is yes, he will do it to protect somebody he loves. Maybe not to protect himself. Maybe he wouldn't try to shoot somebody in the face to protect himself. But he'll definitely do it to protect somebody he loves. Now, shooting him is never going to work. That's a different conversation. It's a different question, right? So yeah, I got lost in the sauce just like everybody else. Like, I got caught up in it. I was trying to answer the wrong question, right? So that's something, like, it's always good to keep in mind. The writer may not be asking and answering the questions you think they are. Like, because surface level, the very obvious answer and question is, how are we going to defeat this guy? Maybe she's our last chance to defeat him. That's not what they're doing. So sometimes it's like you got to meet the writers where they are before you start criticizing the writers. And I'm speaking to myself as much as anybody else.